evaluation round where we are going to be told everything we didn't do and also what we did. But hey, don't worry. Here at Toastmasters, we believe feedback is breakfast for the champions. Have you ever been told something by someone and after that you made sure you always did it? There's this one time on a flight, I was at the coffee machine and the captain asked me, "What are you making?" I said, "I'm making an espresso." He said, "What?" I said, "An espresso." And then he looked at me for a second and he said, "My dear, espresso I think is a train. What you're making is an espresso." Espresso. I was a little embarrassed, but I thanked him for correcting me and educating me on this. So if you want to grow, you got to heed correction. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you the general evaluator who's going to kickstart the evaluation round. She is the first of many. She is the first woman president of this club, the first woman of Bangalore to get the title Distinguished Toastmaster, and the first person from India to be featured in the Toastmasters International magazine. After she got her DTM title, she organized a speechcraft for dyslexic people, and this grabbed the attention of Toastmasters International. They're always looking for people taking Toastmasters outside Toastmasters, like our educational speaker spoke about. She lives by the conviction, if you put your mind to anything, you can do it. So let's put our hands together and welcome our DTM Toastmasters.
When writing your story, don't let others hold your pen. What an appropriate theme or thought for the day, because that's exactly what evaluation does. All of us want to become great speakers. We want to be, and as you pick up speaking, you also sharpen your writing skills. So this is exactly what evaluation does, because it helps you become better. And you can never get a more encouraging and supportive environment as Toastmasters. And many have discovered their talents and also enjoyed the journey. A very warm welcome to the general evaluation session. As we normally do, we look at how the meeting was. Despite the damp weather, I found a lot of activity. People were all, trying to set up the meeting and all. Even our Sergeant at Arms was there. And it was nice to see everyone very excited, and nice to see all the role takers in place. Because, looking at the range, we were really wondering how many would come. But these are the committed Toastmasters who want to sharpen themselves. And it was really heartening to see them. And now to take a review of the meeting. We had a new Sergeant at Arms today. I was wondering if Puneet had gone off somewhere here. But I realized it was his way of letting his team member try it out, because he's preparing for this role. So that's another thing about Toastmasters, that we share our skills and let others grow as well. Welcome, Puneet, and I'm happy to see that you're so engrossed in your setting up the room, you even forgot to wish me. No offense, man. No offense, man. Sometimes you're so engrossed and focused, no problem. Now, coming to Guru. Guru, it was a really great, you were doing it for the first time?
Third time
energy, and that was needed for today's damp evening. And you also, spoke well on the theme, and you were very much part of the action to set up the, set up the venue. And what I liked is that, you said that he's not a great speaker and everyone laughed, you didn't get flustered. That was a nice thing, sometimes you wonder whether it was a mistake, but you carried on, with nonchalantly. That's really nice, keep it up, and all the best to taking over the Sergeant at Arms. Let's give Puneet and Guru. And then we had our president come over. It was so nice to see him, you would expect with the heavy rains, you would expect people to come here looking, all battered with the rain and all that. But here he was, so smartly dressed in his suit, as fresh as a daisy. That was not a fancy. Right? That was very nice, nothing affected you. And the moment our MC got held up and all, he was busy thinking of how to run the meeting, just in case she gets caught up. That was really nice. And unusually, I found you a little serious today. And, as people have been giving you feedback that you don't speak on the theme, and it was a really good attempt at bringing in the theme. And well done. And that dignity and grace of a president is coming on you. Yeah, because initially you come and joke around with the people. So I really admire the transformation that has taken place all over these months. So keep it up, Melvin. Look forward to many more, inspiring stories from you. And all the best for the next year as well. Let's give him a good round. I also liked your idea of speaking about the feedback and the not too good feedback too, and you justified why it was done. I think you missed out welcoming the guests. Yeah, it's okay. No harm does. We always make some slip-ups because I can understand the tension about the rain and the people not turning up and all that. Not an issue, but on the whole, a well-done job. Yeah. We have our secretary who, as someone said rightly, lightning. Honestly, by Friday evening it's up there. And how she does it is still amazing. Right? And it's always up on the net, so everyone can read it. And well done, Deepika. Let's give her a good round of applause. I'll come to the MC later, right? And then we had our prepared speech session. I must say, the standard of speeches has really gone up. Each and every speech today had a takeaway, and it was really nice to see how people are evolving. That was really good. Our first speaker for the day was Jainan, the newbie, as our MC said, and his evaluator is Niklesh. Can I please have Niklesh on the stage to give your feedback?
Well, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening.
To start off, a question to all the guests. Can you recollect 3 things from Jainam's speech? Anyone?
Physics.
Maths.
One is 1999.
1999.
Yes.
Astrophysics. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Ambition to become the driver was like inspired that time.
He studied in NPS, Rajesh.
Now ISC, I think.
Yeah. Astrophysics, interest in astrophysics.
Mathematics, favorite subject.
So
So when he saw the movie Om Shanti Om, he wanted to become Shah Rukh Khan.
Well, so this is the recall value of your speech. Okay? It deserves a round of applause. In terms of evaluation criteria, there are 7 evaluation criteria, and interest level and engaging the crowd. Recall value plays a very important role, and there's the proof. So well done, absolutely great job. In terms of clarity, your speech was well structured. Your speech was, the pronunciations were all very clear, and it was pretty audible to the entire crowd. Vocal variety, I hope you went slow and fast. It was absolutely good, and your voice was also pretty commanding. In terms of gestures, I remember you using the word of the day also, right? So by showing that gesture, that was perfectly done. So these were all the very good points, because the purpose of this speech was to introduce yourself, and by and large, now everybody knows you, right? And also the basic structuring of the speech. Perfect, well done. In terms of improvement areas, which you can certainly look for in the next speech, as I mentioned, Jainam, I never came across this name ever before. You could have explained the meaning of your name. Okay, would have understood another dimension of your name as well. You spoke about the past, the present. You ended with a philosophical statement from Harry Potter. You could have also highlighted on your future plans. One more thing, you could have worn a jacket today and a tie, which would have given a more professional touch to the whole thing. Lastly, in terms of the comfort level and eye contact, maybe I think that would certainly come with more and more speeches. So, and the usage of the stage also. Rest, it was absolutely a very good speech, well structured, and an awesome job. Thank you.
Incidentally, the thought for the day is the ad by Harley Davidson. And the latter part of the ad says, you want to write, you will. It's time to start something. So that's what I would like to tell Jainam. You're on the beginning of your journey, and definitely you're going to ascend very high. All the very best. Yeah? So let's give Jainam thanks for Our next second speaker was Abhay, and his evaluator is Dr. Jain. So let's see a clinical report of how he performed. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Toastmaster evaluator and Abhay in particular. How many of you heard his speech? Almost everybody has heard. How many of you saw his speech? Okay. I particularly wanted to ask this because half of all human communication is non-verbal, right? So basically the CC5 is about the second half, that is the other half, the non-verbal communication, your body speaking, right? So just start from the start. You are dressed impeccably. You have a very pleasant and comfortable presence on the stage, and you have a very disarming smile which really puts everyone, the audience reacts when even we are very comfortable. You were obviously well prepared, you didn't have notes, and you had a very structured speech. And you also got us all interested in your speech with the month which you had, so which got us thinking what it was about. Now coming to the particulars regarding your body speaking, you also had a easy stance on the stage. But few points here, obviously, you were slightly rocking side to side. Sometimes can be a little bit distracting, especially if you're doing continuously. And also your movement on the stage was not very purposeful. Like you had few stories, one regarding the bus and the other areas, probably different areas of the stages were not exactly used. For us to give an idea about, we were speaking about different things. Going on, the most important part of gestures, which were smooth, it was purposeful, it was not overly done. But you had certain standard gestures you had, right? So which is most often commonly used. The descriptive gestures are spot on, like throwing the peanuts or hopping onto a bus or dusting the hands of the crumbs, picking garbage. So those you showed us with your gestures. Somewhere probably the gestures which were associated with emotion to evocate more like the heart of the disease. Please don't litter. Pleading of pleading with us that please don't litter. Or isn't it our responsibility? A small act can show. Or let's make a pledge today. Probably you probably had to work on those aspects. But descriptive gestures were spot on. These gestures of mockery or disgust probably could have been more impactful or more forceful to bring out the non-verbal aspect of it. The purpose of his speech was because it was to inspire and persuade us, and this is where probably these needed to be more impactful. The bottom line of this CC was, did the body language enhance your speech? Yes, definitely it did, and emphatically yes. It put a lot into what you wanted to say. Finally, I just end that you are an automotive software engineer, and this speech has accelerated your ascent into your Toastmasters journey. Looking forward to hearing many more of your speeches. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor, for that clinical report, as well as your diagnosis also. Yeah. Yes, Sabhay, I did notice a marked difference, especially in your voice and the way you brought out the gestures. That was really good. Keep it up. Yeah? So let's give a good round of applause for her. Our third speaker was Sumedha, and she was evaluated by Prakash Damankar. So let's see what light he throws on her.
Madam General Evaluator, Toastmasters, guests, and Toastmaster Sumedha in particular. To be so confident for your second speech on stage was something that put me at awe. Let's hear it for her. I felt you had absolute clarity on what you wanted to say and inspire us to do what you wished us to do. The message I felt was very personal when you said it was personal social responsibility, not corporate social responsibility. I felt you had a very good eye contact and you were looking at everyone all the time. It wasn't that you were looking elsewhere. However, looking at the audience around the whole hall would have made them feel much more comfortable. I felt a bit neglected sitting in a corner. Your hand gestures were very smooth and I felt they were appropriate whenever it was needed. I also observed you were moving your hands very effectively when you were mentioning about your various travels and making sure that the children loved what you said. You are aware of what I was looking at and making sure that I got what I was looking for as a message, and that was very appropriately mentioned. You are extremely comfortable on stage is the feeling I got, as much as I felt that you made my interest sustain throughout the speech. If I were to offer you one suggestion to take this speech from where it is to the next level, I would like you to explore the tone and speed at which you speak. I felt the volume was appropriate for the hall and everyone would have heard it pretty well. What I felt would have made a small difference would have been these changes in the tone and speed. I felt they were monotonous. Sample this. I heard you say socks and slippers that the children were wearing. I felt at an appropriate moment that your tone could have gone down and noted that particular moment. Speed could have also been slowed down. Having said what I have said, I felt you are on your ascent into the pathway journey. I look forward to your next.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Prakash, for that great evaluation. And that was a great speech and a very thought-provoking one. And you gave us an insight into something which we would never have thought of. Yeah. Our fourth speaker was Deepika, and I call upon her evaluator, Vaidyanathan, to come up and give us
My dear Toastmasters, welcome guests, and the speaker, Deepika, in particular, very good evening.
Good evening.
So today the speaker attempted Project 8 from the Competent Communicator Manual. Let's see how exactly she fared in her speech. So the ingredients of a great presentation would have a very clearly defined introduction, an excellent takeaway message, a very clearly defined conclusion, and you need to entertain as much as you inform. I think she ticked all the boxes in style for the job. Very well done. She deserves a round of applause. Other than this, there are a few more areas where she did exceptionally well. One is, this project calls for using an appropriate visual aid. And she used a PowerPoint presentation which was excellent for this message. She was talking about intermittent fasting, and there is no better visual aid than having a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation. That was brilliantly done. The slides that were used, they were easy to read, easy to understand, and very pleasing to eyes. That was great. And this is such a complex topic, intermittent fasting. So that needs this concept to be split into small, easily understood words. So she used words which were simple, easy to understand, remarkable. Also, you made excellent eye contact. You stood there and then you stared around and then you were looking at each and every one of us who were seated there. So remarkable. That's also great. And more importantly, this project also calls for using your body language, and the gestures that you made were in sync with what you were trying to speak. So that's also great. And more importantly, this particular project was peppered with a lot of humor. But having said that, there is one area where you could have really improved upon, which I feel. One is you need to display your visual aid before you are ready to speak. Because that gives good amount of time for the audience to see, understand, grasp, and then follow what you are trying to convey. Say for example, you try to convey what is in it for me. But you were trying to speak about what is in it for me, but the slide was blank. The slide came in after a few moments later. Suppose in case you had displayed what is in it moment for me slide before you speak, then it would have eyes with the audience. So otherwise, you did remarkably well. Brilliant presentation, a great takeaway message. We all know how good you are as a speaker. So looking forward for your future projects. Thank you very much.
Deepika, that was a really good speech. I got a lot of takeaway. I have one small suggestion. Maybe that handout, you could have taken some people's help and, somehow the ending there, we were not sure what that handout was all about. So maybe you could have just said it and kept some people ready to hand it out. Yeah? I mean, that's a small suggestion, but on the whole, a great speech. And then we had the educational session by Mr. Somshekhar. I would say he is a true personification of what Toastmasters can do for a person. Because right from humble beginnings, He's gone, he's risen in the corporate world, and he's also become a sort of an entrepreneur too. They've set up their own unit, and that was a really, really insightful speech. A session, I would say, not speech, but an education session. Thank you, Somshekhar, for that. And one more thing I would like to say, those who are aspiring to be MCs, try outside Toastmasters. It's a horrible experience. There's no organization of the events coming up and all. Everyone comes up. Toastmasters so nicely listen. They won't listen. They'll be talking amongst themselves. So that's a real test of your Toastmaster skills. There are many who aspire to be MCs, so go try it out. That brings me to the role of the MC. Her work, her homework has started well before. I got a call from her, and then she, asked the usual, all the questions and all that. And there was a lot of activity on the WhatsApp group for the meeting. There I have a small suggestion, Shilpa. Perhaps you should have also used the club WhatsApp group to at least give them a flavor of what's coming up this Friday. Yeah, either you or the PR, if you were too busy doing it. I felt it could have come up there. Yeah, it was only about Mr. Somshekhar. No, it was a little. I felt he didn't tell about the other things, right? So maybe you think about that. Now coming to how you went through your role, I like the idea of how instead of history always bores people, right? And you had a nice way of evoking the interest by asking questions. As Somshekhar said, you ask questions, and that's how you hook your audience. And you also gave them little goodies also. So that was a nice way that you did it. And your introductions were really good. They really threw light on, all the speakers and the role takers. And you spoke about the values of Toastmaster, which many of us, have not looked at. Yeah, and the transitions were very smooth, from one speaker to the other speaker. But only thing I felt a little more preparation would have made it a really well sculpted, presentation. Like you were pummeling for the evaluators' names and all that. So there I think a little more preparation, and that would have really helped. And another small suggestion is if you could bring a little more power into your voice. Yeah, it's a very nice, like Jayashree's, mellifluous voice, but a little more, because as an MC, you need to build up the energy. So work on that. Yeah, just work on that. But on the whole, as I said, a very well chiseled and sculpted Shilpa. She's after all Shilpa, isn't it? So keep it up, and looking forward to many more of your plays. Now call upon my tag team. The timer was Karnakar Dev. At the outset, we thanked him for being a stand-in timer. We all welcomed him as though we were waiting for God. Thank you, Karnakar, for stepping in. You can stand there, and I think this is running out of time.
The sergeant arms took 3 minutes and 17 seconds. President Melvin took 5 minutes 35 seconds. Toastmaster of the day, Shilpa Samuel, took a total of 18 minutes. Educational session by Somshekhar was about for 30 minutes 45 seconds. Jana spoke for 5 minutes 38 seconds. Abhay spoke for 6 minutes 57 seconds. Sumedha 5 minutes 40 seconds, and Deepika 7 minutes. Evaluated Niklesh 3 minutes 10 seconds. Vikram 3 minutes 35 seconds. Prakash 2 minutes 45 seconds. And Vaidyanathan took 2 minutes 48 seconds. And generally evaluated, Madam Sumitra took a total of 12 minutes. Yeah.
Thank you, Karan. Give it Okay. What do you call it? The password. The password. password for that giving the evaluation of the meeting and voting is 1234. 1234. Thank you, Guru. As our counter, we have Joe Paul. He's another stand-in role taker, so let's welcome him with a thunderous round of applause.